Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Wales. So in this video I'm going to be running the Ultra-Trail Snowdonia 50k, so it's a total of 56 kilometers and 3,400 meters of elevation. We travelled down from Scotland today, a 6-hour drive, wasn't too bad, and went out for a wee shakeout run, just get the legs moving after sitting about all day. Just gonna get stuff sorted and head to the event village in Llanberis, pick up the race number, get my kit checked, and yeah, just check it out for tomorrow morning. So I'm in wave 1 tomorrow, so that starts at 8:30, and we're about a 20-minute drive from the start, so nothing too early in the morning, which is nice. Gonna cook some dinner in the cottage tonight and then get a nice early night tonight and get a good rest for tomorrow. The weather's changed slightly, it's looking like it's going to be a wee bit wet, but don't need any of the cold weather kit. Do need stuff, the additional stuff in the normal kit, like just waterproof over trousers, leggings. So they're obviously expecting it to be a little bit wet, but we'll just have to see tomorrow. So yeah, training's been going well. Did Manchester Marathon just under 4 weeks ago, so maybe in hindsight a little bit too close, because I took a good week off after Manchester, and that only left me 3 weeks really to get ready for this, and then including a week taper for this, so I had 2 weeks where I smashed out a good few long runs, got the elevation in, but I'm hoping just the fitness from the marathon block and also all the elevation I do in training, usually I think it'll hold me in good stead for tomorrow. The most similar race I did was Madeira, which was 53k, but that had 1,000 meters less elevation, and that took me 7 hours. So tomorrow, I don't know, it's tough to say, but I'm wanting to aim for around 9 hours. Also looks at my nutrition, so for tomorrow I think for the first 4 hours I'm going to be eating every half an hour, so it'll be a gel and then a squares bar, and just rotate that, and every time I have a squares bar I'm going to have a couple sodium tabs as well, just to reduce the risk of the cramping. And then I've also got electrolyte tablets that later on in the race, when I up it to every 20 minutes to eat, I'll start putting them in some of my water bottles as well. Obviously with any race like this there's quite a big mandatory kit list, so got all that, using the Salomon Active Skin 8, so it all fits in there nicely. And obviously for a new race you gotta have some new shoes, so we've got the North Face Pro 3s. So I've had the Sky 2s before, really like the North Face trainers, just work well with my feet, my gait. So yeah, I'm excited to give them a proper test run tomorrow and see how I get on. The race is pretty much made up of 4 big climbs, so it goes from Llanberis, goes up. Snowdon doesn't quite go to the top, but sort of cuts off before the top. Up there, over 1,000 meters, down, loops back around, and then I think it goes back up to the top of Snowdon, and that's just about 25k. So from there, still got 30k to go. Plan is make it there feeling good and try and start the racing in the late stages, but not putting too much pressure on myself, just gonna go out, enjoy it. I've been looking forward to it for a while, so just excited. Hi guys, down at the event village, just picked up the bib, 3140, wave 1 tomorrow, 8:30 start, got fitted with the tracker as well, and yeah, kit check went well, super quick, super simple, so yeah, all ready to go for tomorrow, so we'll see you there. Hi guys, down at the start, start in half an hour. There's a wee bit of rain in the air, not looking great, but hopefully clears up later on.
Hi guys, so we're about 30k in now. Just come down Snowdon for the second time. Seen Mum up the top, she looked absolutely freezing, felt really sorry for her. Luckily I just didn't spend long up there, but God knows how long she's been up there. But just running down now to the aid station, and then we've got 2 more climbs left in about 25k, so let's go. Weather's not been good at all. Just wet from the start and it was really cold going up Snowdon. So I think at the aid station here I'm going to do full change, get some warm gloves on, beanie hat, waterproof, just try and reset a little bit. Feeling alright, just struggled there coming down, having some stomach problems, but you should get that sorted out at the aid station and we'll take it from there. That's just coming down, finishing the 3rd descent, coming down into the last aid station. So yeah, stomach hasn't been good, had to stop. It's just on the descents that it's really not playing well with my stomach, so I had to stop a couple of times for the toilet, which is a bit annoying, but apart from that, it's going well. It's stopped raining and I've warmed up, so yeah, just enjoying it. 1 more hill to go and about 16k to go, so I'll see you in a bit. It's been a tough last 5k or so. Was just focusing so much on just getting over that hill that I sort of forgot to eat. So proper bonked hard there. Couldn't even run downhill. Just had to take 5 minutes walking. But feel back up, feeling a lot better now. Am I running? So that's the important thing. But Lambertus is just down there. We've got about 3.5k to go. So the end of this side. We did it, guys, and we finished it in 8 hours and 5 minutes. So very, very happy with that. I'd said before that I was going for around 9 hours. So yeah, buzzing with that. Last 8k was a real slog. Feel back up and ended up finishing strong. So
Yeah, it was a long day in the clouds, 3,500 meters of elevation, ended up being 57 kilometers.
Good morning guys, it's the morning after the race. Just out for a wee walk now. Legs are feeling actually surprisingly alright. Muscles are obviously pretty sore, but no injuries, which I'm pretty happy with. Banged my left knee at one point with one of the descents, and that was sort of giving me a bit of pain near the end of the race, so I thought that might give me some problems this morning, but no, all good. Just need a couple of days rest I think, and yeah, should be all good, which I'm very relieved with. I'll just debrief the race a bit. So the weather was actually alright to start. There was a wee bit of rain, but stayed dry mostly for the first ascent of Snowdon, and I took it pretty easy. That was the plan. It was actually nicer than I thought. It was quite gradual all the way up, and yeah, until about halfway I could see stuff, but there was no visibility after that. And yeah, felt good reaching the top for the first time, and then we took a left down one of the paths, and that was really technical. By that point the rain had started, so all the rocks were slippy, wet. Yeah, proper technical steps. I probably pushed a little too hard on the first descent, just got carried away with it all. So my legs were feeling it a wee bit near the bottom of the first descent. My stomach was playing up a little bit, so I had to use the toilet at the first checkpoint. And then yeah, there was a good flat section, maybe 5 or 6 kilometers. And then yeah, started the second descent. The rain was well and truly on at that point. And that just went on for a wee bit too long. By the time I got to the top and seen Mum, I was pretty cold. It was wet and windy, and again, just so many people at the top trying to fight our way through to get back down. And then as soon as I started the descent for the second time, my stomach started playing up again as well. So took it a lot easier on the second descent. Got down into the second checkpoint and took off my wet gloves, put on my big waterproof mitts, put my waterproof jacket on, warm beanie hat on, and that made me feel a lot better. I felt like I was using a lot of energy unnecessarily just to keep myself warm. That made me feel a little bit more comfortable going into the last 2 climbs, and maybe I'd underestimated them a little bit. Thought, oh, it's just 2 wee hills, but yeah, they definitely weren't wee in any form. So coming down back into Llanberis with about 5k to go, I was really struggling, so I just had to walk for a little bit, fuel up. I'd sort of focused so much on getting up and over that last climb that I'd sort of forgotten to fuel and forgotten to eat. Looking back, definitely got to remember how important it is to be fueling, especially in those moments of the race. And for the future, definitely to invest in some poles, because everyone I've seen flying past me near the end had poles, and I was very jealous. My arms were just swaying about doing nothing when they could have been pushing me up those hills. So yeah, it's something to look at and something to take into training for the next time, and also focusing on hiking and using those sort of muscles rather than just solely focusing on the running. So yeah, the fueling is even more important for me because I got type 1 diabetes, so there's an exclusive for the channel. But yeah, it's another thing to think about, especially in a race of that length. So yeah, just as much as it is a running race, equally an eating competition. So yeah, that's where I slipped up. Probably stopped fueling at the most important time when my body was absolutely done and just using up anything I was putting into it. So my levels had just dropped quite a bit, and just a mixture of everything at that point. So yeah, definitely something to remember and take forward with me into the next races. But yeah, just super happy with how it went and lots of lessons learned, and on to the next one. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.